And I am back. It hopefully looks like, let me see here. Let me see what is going on. I do not know. Been having some eCam issues this morning. Let's see. We look like we're streaming again. So, what I was saying is there are ways to deal with things not doing the short term, we're not waiting for the close, and we'll review some of those more later. Yeah, it's technology issues. That's the second time I've had eCam issues this morning connecting to the streaming server. So remember, crude. I'm going to just keep a close eye on this with the Russia situation, but we've watching for that bigger pullback. We're now at the bottom of the daily rotation zone. And still, if we break below the daily rotation zone, I'm watching for a return to the weekly rotation zone now, 84.95. But we've hit now the bare minimum for a pullback. And so on a rotation back above about 91.60, that would be an aggressive long play. Yes, that was a glitch in the system with the restreaming. So sorry about that. It just froze and paused. Gold up big. Still now through this major resistance. Next key area, we just hit that 1901 to 1907 target area. Above there, I'm focusing on 1917, but this is getting closer and closer to a potential sell system. I mean, a sell signal up here. Out of focus. Oh boy. Let's see here. Still out of focus. It just might be one of those days. It just might be one of those days. So sorry about that. I'm on a backup internet connection now too. Oh, looks good there. Let's peek in again without stopping the stream. All my cameras show it in focus. So it might be, it's just issues this morning. Sorry about that. Notes, remember we're watching for that bottoming pattern. Still just reacting, trying to get into that daily rotation zone. I'm still watching this 126.25 and a half area for a potential trigger of that short-term double bottom, and then we just watch for yields going back down for a bit. Until that happens, though, it's still in this bearish, trying to put in a little base here, but it's no bigger pattern yet confirmed. Wanted to check in. We'll check in dollar back, still sitting here. I'll just get bearish on that and below 95.60 area, and not bullish again until about 96.34. Now, PLTR, which was a miss, but was down a little lower earlier. Again, if it gets below this 12.25, I'm then watching for a retest of the 11.75, then potential new lows. This is not a very bullish pattern. If you're watching for anything to the downside, the key little levels now would be about 1079 and 982. Remember, this is right, here's where it IPO'd, or we'll just call it the IPO, but we could easily return back down there over the next few weeks. By the way, checking on Walmart. Walmart did beat, and it was trading up here, now back down here. I'm still watching this double. So this potential double, we'd have to get a close above 135.67. So that for the trigger, and that would just be short term. Longer term, I am still in bearish mode, so that would just take it back to the weekly rotation zone if that even triggers. And there's no, if we're back down here, there's no sign that it could trigger unless it gets a strong rally. Again, that beat on earnings and revenue this morning. Good morning, Amit. So thank you again. Sorry for those glitches. So that's really what was on my radar screen this morning. We can take a look at the yield curve. It's pretty much mixed. The longer ones slightly on the up move. The shorter term ones neutral to pretty much neutral to slightly down. Keeping an eye on that really close. And here you can see, we already went through the notes. You can see the potential topping patterns with the yields. The area for that yields to trigger is 1.903. Until it gets a close below that, and you can see with the daily rotation zone, it's just a minor correction. But if that triggers, I will start watching for the bigger pullback in yields. All right, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna prep for the open. Sorry for the couple issues today with the streaming. Hopefully that will be fixed. I'll go on once after the open. I will go reboot everything, and we will go from there. Really just pay attention to the key headlines that's going to trade, and then the Feds, especially the Fed Bullard speaking at 10 Central, 11 Eastern. That could really move the markets also. With that, I will wrap it up. But if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and ringing that bell. And I'll be talking to everybody this afternoon on the market overview. Bye for now.